All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. How are you? All right. So I am looking to my right, as usual, trying to go live on Instagram. They don't make it easy, guys. All right. I think we're live on all the places. All right. Okay. Here we go. I think we are good to go. All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. Can you believe it's already April?
Right.
It was just January. It was just Christmas, right?
It was just 2020.
It was just 2020. I agree. Like it's crazy how fast it goes. Um, anyway, here we are. I'm really excited about today's topic. We are going to talk about something that is really shifting fast. And my guess is it's having a direct impact on how clients and patients are actually finding you online. So, really, the reason behind that is in part, we're going to dig into this a little deeper. But the way people search for practitioners and coaches online, it's just not what it used to be. It's really shifting. AI is actually reshaping what shows up, who gets seen, and who gets chosen. And there's just so much happening in the world of SEO, right? So many changes, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, what I am seeing, and one of the reasons I invited our special guest, Rita Ester, to join us today, is that I'm seeing many practitioners. They're relying on kind of dated strategies that really they used to work, but maybe not so much anymore. So, in terms of bringing in the right people, attracting the right fit clients. So what we're going to talk about today is what's actually changed and what you need to focus on right now to turn your visibility again into those right fit clients and opportunities. So I am so excited to chat with our very own Rita Ester, and she is from Delegate and Accelerate. And I think in this conversation, it's going to be really practical in terms of next steps for you. So, welcome, Rita.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I am so looking forward to this conversation. So, before we jump into some of the content, can you give us a little bit of background? Why is this topic from your perspective? Because you are under the hood, working on people's websites, doing SEO. What is happening? Can you give us just a quick snapshot of how this landscape is so different as compared to what it used to be?
Sure. So, 5 years ago, when someone searched on Google for whatever they were looking for, they would get results. And Google, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to play with the algorithms so that it got really hard to find what you were looking for. And then at the same time, AI was deployed where they serve up what they think that you mean at the top of your search results. So no longer can people just search for what they're looking for and automatically get what they're trying to find. A lot of people are actually turning to AI like ChatGPT to do like what they used to search on Google for. So it's kind of interesting how people's behavior
Oh,
is changing.
do you have an example?
Yes, I do. Just my personal example. One of my hobbies is watercolor. And today I was looking for a certain watercolor and different brands carry the same pigments. And so I really wanted to know, is this brand's pigment and that brand's pigment the same? And if I were to do a Google search, I would have to dig through hundreds of results to find an answer to my question. And instead, ChatGPT told me right then, 2 seconds.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So that is a huge shift. So, quite often, then, when our clients and patients have questions or they're trying to find a practitioner or a coach, sometimes they're bypassing the search engine and just going directly to AI, i.e., ChatGPT.
Yes, even my mother at 71 years old.
No,
Yes,
seriously? That's
yes,
amazing.
yes. So she will either, instead of Google search, she will either search Facebook or she searches with ChatGPT.
Wow. Okay. That's that's saying something.
Yes.
I can't say my mother's doing that, but nonetheless, nonetheless, I think what it tells us is a lot of that's where the shift is happening in terms
You
of
know,
how.
Google has pushed down search results for the last 5 or 10 years. And that's why people are turning to some of these AIs, because they get answers to their questions instead of manipulated results.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So can you tell us a little bit more, maybe break down in more detail how people are actually finding businesses online today
Mhm.
and what specifically has changed in the recent past?
So, a lot of people now, instead of typing, dietitian near me and then looking at the top 10 websites that they might find, they'll, when they search for, say, dietitians or, gut specialist, what have you, if they type that into Google, they might see a Google business profile pop up, like a map results
Okay.
that comes with reviews. They see all that without even clicking on anything, whereas before people would have to actually go to the maps to find the Google business profile results. They may get a AI generated summary of the answers. Or, like I said, they might just turn straight to Chat GPT or Claude or Perplexity or what have you straight away. But
Hmm.
Chat GPT or all the AIs, they get their information from Google. So it's all the same information. But again, Google has manipulated their algorithm so much that it's hard to get straight answers. And so ChatGPT kind of sifts through all of the BS to find what people are looking for. So people are finding businesses through Google Business Profiles itself, like Map
Okay.
Hacks or Apple Maps, reviews. So a lot of people are looking at reviews, and
Hmm.
that's where they're booking from. AI summaries, and again, just social media searches. And one thing that's really shifted in the last 5 years, I would say, is that Facebook and Instagram are doing the same or making the same mistake, in my opinion, that
Hmm.
Google has made, which is they're manipulating their algorithm so harshly because they want you to pay for ads that practitioners just aren't getting the reach and the visibility, which means the clients that they used to from social media. So a lot of people are like, what am I doing wrong? I'm still posting like I used to, and nothing's happening. I don't understand.
Yep.
They have neglected their SEO for the last 5 or 10 years because they used social media as a crutch and maybe didn't grow their email list.
Right.
And social media just doesn't pay off like it used to.
So would you agree? I mean, I think this is probably what you're saying is it's a pay to play,
It
right?
is.
If
It
you
is
don't
on
pay
on
for ads on Instagram, as
mhm.
a practitioner, your content probably is not going to get pushed out. Is that valid?
It just doesn't have the reach or the visibility that it used to. And I'm not saying that social media is like dead. It's not, but it's not going to fill your books the way it used to. It's a
Okay.
trust signal. Google actually SEO, which means search engine optimization. By the way, I forgot to explain that. That just basically means that you're sending the right signals to search engines that you want to be found. Google does notice if you have a Facebook profile and an Instagram profile, and they want the business names to be the same and the address to be the same and all that sort of thing. And if you're not posting on social media, then it actually hurts your visibility on Google. It all is one spider web of robots.
Okay. I want to say hello to, oh, did we lose your, oh, hang on. Uh, Rita.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're back. We lost you for a second.
Oh, okay.
Your,
I have a
your,
rainstorm coming through, so it may have.
okay. Your audio went down there for a moment.
That's
Before we jump back in, I just want to say hello. We have Dr. Cheng here. So good to see
Hey,
you
Dr.
or
King.
hear from you. Um, Yeah, we've got some people joining on Instagram, so welcome. And Dr. Chen said that we are creating patients their own personal chat GPT.
I highly recommend that. If you're in Leslie's Income Accelerator Mastermind, I actually created a training on just how to do that for your
Oh,
clients. And it's super
ooh,
easy, it's very valuable.
okay.
And that way they can get, dietitian approved advice when it comes to meal plans or grocery shopping or whatever, because you can put in specific recommendations that you decide.
I love that. Ooh,
So quick little plug for the Income
all
Accelerator.
right. Yeah. Okay. And do you want to share that URL?
Sure.
While we're on the topic, just in case.
IncomeAcceleratorMastermind.com. Let me just
Yeah.
pull that up so I can get
Just in case anyone's interested in joining us.
I'll put that in
I
the
will just say it's an awesome program. Just a little plug, right? And it's very, very affordable. So if you're looking for a little more support, that could be the ticket for you. Okay, so let's keep going. This is such a fascinating topic. I really want to better understand, what, Rita, are you seeing that most coaches and wellness professionals are still doing that just isn't working like it used to?
Yes. So what I'm really seeing is a lot of people create, or they spend like $10,000 to create this beautiful website that is absolutely gorgeous, but under the hood,
Yeah.
it's not optimized at all for SEO.
Okay.
So it'd be the equivalent of having a beautifully decorated home that's made out of cardboard. And
Okay.
designers are not typically technical when it comes to SEO. So it's two different skill sets. Now, I
Mhm.
personally do both, but not very many people do both.
Mhm.
Another thing that I see is people have been told that they need to write blogs because it helps you get visible, but they just do it as if it were like a diary or if it were an email broadcast. They're not strategic with it. When you're
Okay.
writing blog posts, you need to be answering a specific question. So whenever someone types in, what foods do I need to avoid on a low residue diet,
Mhm.
then you have a blog post that says dietitian approved menus for a low residue diet, not just random. It has to be strategic. So I see
Okay.
people wasting time creating these blog posts that honestly it would be better if they just didn't at all, because it's sending Google the wrong signals.
Oh,
Or
okay. So it can
CI.
actually possibly hurt you.
Yes, because Google needs to know who you are, what you do, and who you
Mhm.
help. And if you have one blog post that's about, say, like I said, low residue diet, and then another one that's about getting your hair cut downtown, Google doesn't know who you are. And I have seen people use their blog as if it were a slice of life, instead
Oh,
of what the purpose is to answer specific questions that your ideal audience would have. And
okay.
then to piggyback on that, another big mistake I see is, even if someone is very strategic about their blog posts, they don't have any way for someone to get on their email list from there. So it's like, here's my blog, read it, and there's no call to action. And by call to
Okay.
action, I mean book a call, sign up for this freebie. That should be the two calls to action on every single blog post. If someone has bothered to read 1,500 to 2,500 words about what you're talking about, they should be able to get on your email list or book with you from right there. And
Mhm.
honestly, I would prefer someone to get on your email list,
Yeah.
because you can market to them forever. So that's another big one. One of the hugest ones, I just talked to someone about this yesterday, is not utilizing their Google business profile.
Oh my God, that's huge.
And even if you don't have a brick and mortar
Yeah.
business, you can set up your Google business profile as a service area business,
Okay.
and it needs to be optimized. Your name, address, phone number needs to be the same. You need to fill out your services, your products. You can use it as if it were social media by posting to your Google business profile. Reviews on your Google business profile are way more important than Facebook reviews.
Yeah.
Google actually looks at those to see, will it decide to serve up your website when people are looking for what you
Okay.
do. It is one of the biggest misses that I see.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, it's easy to set up. It's free. There's just a lot of people prefer to spend their time and energy on social media than being more strategic about Google Business Profile and SEO. But social media is sexier. SEO is boring. So I think that's why.
Well, to kind of piggyback on that whole concept in terms of Google business, I mean, I've become much more familiar with that whole concept as of late,
Mhm.
with all these changes. And one, in addition to integrating keywords into your profile, super important, getting reviews, preferably 5-star reviews, right? Responding very quickly to all reviews. But the
Mhm.
other thing that I don't know if this is a new thing, if it's always been there, I more, like I'd say in the past, I don't know, 6, 9 months, became more aware of the fact that you can also post
Yes.
content on Google Business.
Yes, yes, and you can link to your products, to your services, to booking, right there from your Google Business profile.
Yep.
And when if you can actually set it up to where you can track like how many clicks you got from your Google Business profile to see like does it convert. But even if it doesn't convert, it sends the signals to Google who you are, what you do, how you help. And
Okay.
it is vital. I for my clients, we post once a week on their Google Business profile.
Okay.
So
What kind of stuff do you post?
it could be like, hey, here's the latest from the blog. Are you suffering from,
Okay.
lactose intolerant? Blah, blah, blah. Or,
Mhm.
hey, I have a new group coaching program that is starting in next week. And I
Okay.
would love to invite anybody to join. Here's where the link is. Here's what we do. Literally anything. Like take one of your social media posts, any one,
Mhm.
and put it on your Google Business profile. And
Okay.
here's a even pro tip for that. When you post on your Google Business profile, you can include an image. I recommend to take a regular picture, not a stock photo, nothing fancy,
Okay.
literally like a selfie or a picture of your desk and upload that. And there's something called geotagging. Google knows where the picture was taken
Oh,
and where it was uploaded from. And that sends signals to Google's AI, to their robots, that you are a real person from a real place.
okay.
Whereas if you take a stock photo, which we do, as a company, we do a little mix of both. But if you take a stock photo, Google knows if it came from Adobe stock or Pixabay or
Okay.
whatever. It isn't as personal. So Google loves it when it's
Interesting.
real photos. So even if it's just, you're driving through the McDonald's drive-through and you take a selfie and you're like, hey, are you in a rush and you want dietitian approved, McDonald's meals? Here's my top 3 picks.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's
that does
really a
really
good tip.
well.
I did not know that myself. Amazing. Okay. I'd love to hear from our audience. Did you guys know about that? Let me know. Are you using Google Business? It used to be called Google My Business, or my,
Mhm.
you had the word my in it. It's
Yes.
now just Google Business.
Yes. So if you go
So
to
guys,
business.google.com is where you go to set it up if you
okay.
haven't already. And it's free. Take you 20 minutes.
Okay. So I'm going to jump ahead just for a minute.
Okay.
So one of the things that we are going to chat with you all about is an upcoming free webinar that Rita and I are putting on together. Rita, in that content, will we be talking more about Google Business and some tips and strategies?
Yes. Yes. I'm super excited about this training. In this training, I'm going to teach you guys about what I call the local celebrity strategy, where you become a local celebrity by positioning yourself, even if your business is entirely virtual. This helps your SEO so much, but by positioning yourself as the go-to person to help your audience with their problem. And this
Mhm.
is one of those things that very few, if any, of your competitors are doing. It's an easy way to stand out in the marketplace. And it's basically just doing what you're already doing, showing up online, maybe doing webinars or talks, but being a little more strategic on how you promote it
Okay.
and how you position yourself on Google with it.
Okay. So guys, we'll chat a little bit more about that in a few minutes or towards the end of our time together, but just wanted to give you a little bit of advanced info. And I
It's like
did
some
share the
practical
link.
SEO tips as well. Just some quick fixes that anybody can do in 5 minutes to
Okay.
help their SEO.
All right. So you can see the link if you want to save your seat. This is the first time we've gone public with this webinar. So you guys are kind of first in line to hear about it. LeslieBytel.com/AI-SEO. So if you are interested in joining us, I hope you are, just to get a little bit more of a deep dive. All right, so let's keep going in this conversation. And why would you just give us a little bit of insight from your perspective, Rita, because you're doing this stuff every day. So why is this shift so important for business owners right now? Why do we need to really embrace this
Yes. Well,
and do it?
AI, what it's doing is it's shortening the buyer's journey. So people are making decisions faster with
Okay.
fewer steps. So no longer are, back not that long ago, in my opinion, people were using the yellow pages and looking at ads. And then Google came along, and then people might look at a couple of websites. Well, now they're asking a question, how can I fix my overactive colon? And immediately they get an AI answer, and then the top 3 in the map pack shows up, and then they have maybe 3 websites that are on that one page of Google. So people are making decisions much faster. So that means that you have less chance to make a good impression. You have fewer chances to nurture someone, which is why I recommend getting people on your email list as soon as possible. And you have less control over where people see you first.
Okay.
So even 5 years ago, they might have seen you on social media first and then gone to Google to, kind of look you up. It doesn't work that way anymore.
Okay. What do they do instead then? So basically you're saying, unless you're paying for paid ad or for ads on Instagram, they're probably not even seeing you.
They're probably not. Hashtags don't really work the way they used to.
Okay.
And again, I'm not saying not to post. You should,
Right.
but it's not the top of your funnel anymore.
Okay.
For most people, unless you have 1 million followers and you go viral all the time, like that, just that ship has sailed. Okay, so instead, and people were paying me $1,000 a month to just write social media captions and posts and all that. I haven't had anybody that has reached out for that in probably 3 or 4 years. It just doesn't work anymore. It is not worth it to spend so much time on it. I would love to see everyone channel that energy into doing what you need to do for your Google business profile, growing your email list, and some strategic SEO changes on your website.
I've been talking about the importance of getting people on your email list.
That is the most important.
12 years.
The email marketing, it is a fact. It's not my opinion. It is a fact that email marketing converts better than any other kind of marketing.
Yeah.
We can do a webinar and pitch a $2,000 program and might get 2 people to sign up. And then over the next 2 weeks, by emailing these same people, end up with a $40,000 launch. That is a fact.
Yes. Okay. So very important. So, I think based on what you've shared, how the journey, the patient or client journey is so much more compact now. So it's more important than ever to get those people on your email list. So guys, just hang on to that thought, because it is really so critical. All right. So if visibility alone isn't enough anymore, can you talk a little bit more? And I know part of the equation here is the Google profile, the Google business. You also mentioned something called Map Pack.
Yes.
I don't know if people know what that is. So
if you search for right now, if you open up Google and you search for hairstylist.
Okay.
In Google, on the Google search results, it will actually pull up a map with the top 3 results nearest to you, wherever you are in the world. Okay. Before it will show you a hairstylist.
Okay.
So that's the map pack. You can actually go to Google Maps or like maps.google.com and search for a hairstylist. But if you just pull up, Google and search for hairstylist, you will see map results before you will see web results.
So if I have a virtual business, how do I show up, or do I show up?
Oh, yes, 100%.
Okay.
One of my clients is 100% virtual. And we created her Google business profile for a service area business.
Okay.
And like a lot of your clients, Leslie, they have restrictions on what states that they can
Yes.
sell things to people. So let's just say that your state was Texas. We would set up your Google business profile service area to be Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. We would actually name all the cities and then like the major cities, and then the state of Texas. So if someone is in Colorado, they're not going to see you come up. But if someone is in Texas and you've optimized your map pack, you 100% will, even if you don't have a brick and mortar with a physical address.
Okay. All
And
right.
we track. There's a way to track these clicks. And one of my clients just maybe a week ago got a high value, like VIP client from the map pack, and she is a service area business.
Okay. That's really good to hear. Okay. So, I mean, so far, my big takeaway is get busy on Google Business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Integrate keywords, get posting. It's like a place you post now. So guys, it's not what it used to be, where, I mean, at least my impression, 5 years ago was you set it up and you moved on.
Yep. Google wants you as the business owner or someone on your behalf to post on there frequently, to respond to reviews, to update your hours. Like Easter is coming up.
I know. I got a message saying, I got
they
that.
want you to physically do something to your Google business profile at least once a week. Update your descriptions, update your prices, update something. The more active you are, and you can track this with metrics, the more active you are on your Google business profile, they reward you for it. So you're still paying to play. You're just paying with your time instead of your dollars.
Okay.
But it takes 5 minutes. It's not hard.
Okay. So, hey guys, if you're posting a bunch of content on social, like Rita said, just even one of those posts per week, put it on your Google profile. And I love that tip you shared. I just want to reiterate for anyone that's just joined. Rita was explaining how if you're going to integrate a photograph or an image, it's best if it's a selfie or something that you yourself took versus a stock image.
Yes, and don't edit it because that strips away the geotagging. Like
really? Oh,
take a picture and you can crop it or whatever in Google in your Photos app on your phone. But don't like upload it and then Photoshop it because then so literally just they want it to be real. The funny thing about this, the age of AI, is that people are responding more to legitimate, authentic content, not the 2020 version of authenticity, but like legitimate, authentic content. People respond to a lot more. So I have found the less that you edit your images, the better the conversions will be because you feel real. People are very wary of AI generated images.
For sure. Okay, that's awesome. All right. All right. So we talked about the importance of, what we need to understand. Can you give us any more insight in terms of what else we should be focusing on instead of, I think, what I would have called like the strategies we used to use for visibility? What else should we be doing? Anything else we need to know?
What I would love for everyone to do is pull up your website and pretend like you were 5 years old or 8 years old. Can you tell before you scroll who you are, what you do, and who you serve? Can an 8-year-old understand who you are, what you do, and who you serve?
Okay.
There are so many websites that if I go to them, I don't know who you are. There might be a beautiful picture of vegetables.
Yeah.
And I don't know who you serve. I mean, is this like trying to teach toddlers how to eat their vegetables, or is this for like aging people who have digestive issues? And I don't know how you help them. And if I can't tell a human being looking at your website, I assure you the robots can't tell because they look at a whole different set of things. So it needs to be very clear who you are, what you do, who you serve. So it would be let's just say Danielle Prejean, gut health specialist, helping women over 50 feel whatever, etc.
Yes.
And that needs to be above the fold as soon as people, like before people have to scroll. And then right underneath that, here's download my free 5 tips for blah, blah, blah. So that
Yep.
they get them get those people on your email list. If everybody would do that, that would be amazing.
That'd be a great step forward.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, and don't make people have to try too hard because they just won't. They'll just
I mean, I had one person last week that when I first started working with them, I went to their website and I'm like, okay, well, how do people book a call? And it was hidden under like 3 clicks before I could figure it out. And here I am. I'm hired to help them with their conversions. And it took me probably 5 minutes to figure that out. And if it took me that long, I assure you that person has lost a ton of business because people just couldn't figure out how to book. And the website was beautiful. It was beautiful, but it wasn't designed to convert.
Okay.
2 different things.
Yeah. Okay. Super good insight. Okay. All right. So for someone listening who realizes they might be missing some pieces, where would you suggest they start?
I would suggest they go to lesliebytel.com/AI-SEO and sign up for the webinar that we're going to have on, I believe it's April the 30th. Let me double check. April the 30th at 3:00 Central.
Okay.
And I've set aside 90 minutes. I want to do some live Q&A at the end. Leslie and I will be doing this together. I want to do some live SEO audits so that I can show you what the robots are seeing, what the search engines are looking for whenever they're looking at your website. That's where I would sign up for that webinar. And I'm so like, I could talk about this stuff for days. You can ask my husband. He's tired of hearing about it. So go there, sign up for that webinar. And if you just can't wait, you can always go to delegateandaccelerate.com and book a call. And I'm happy to help you any way that I can. I treat Leslie's clients really good because Leslie's clients are my favorite clients, without a doubt. But again, I just come to the webinar. Let me show you what Google is seeing and why it matters. And Leslie's going to talk about some ROI, like does this pay off, and how to track it, which you can. So, of course, anything that we do for our business, if it doesn't make you money back, if there is no ROI, then you just have a fancy hobby. So that's not what we want. We want your business to be profitable, and I'm happy to help show you
the very definition of a business. If you look it up, which I have done before, it needs to make a profit, right? So, otherwise, you're exactly right. We have an expensive hobby, and I've been there, guys, been there, done that. So, and that was not fun. So, Rita, what is one simple thing that someone could do this week to get started to achieve better results online?
Well, if you haven't already, go ahead and set up your Google business account. Again, that's business.google.com. Look at your business description, edit your services, look at your reviews. If you aren't getting reviews already, get reviews. Make that your number one important thing is to get reviews.
Even if you're not 5-star, like, do you just ask, can you do a review?
Let's think about this. Okay, so if you're looking at a restaurant to go eat at, and every review is 5 stars, and every review says, oh, this, Doe's Eat Place was the best place I've ever been. And they all say the same exact thing. You're like, But if you see like a 3-star review and somebody's like, well, I had to wait 15 minutes for a table. And then the owner replies, yeah, because you came at 7:00 on Valentine's Day. I'm so sorry that we weren't able to accommodate you sooner and you didn't have a reservation. Then you're like, I like this place. So actually a bad review that you respond to in a healthy way is better for you than just all 5-star reviews.
Okay. Good to
and
know.
Respond to every single, if somebody leaves you a good review, then you need to respond as soon as possible using keywords. Like, let's say that you help somebody with, thyroid issues, and they feel a whole lot better. And they said, oh my gosh, Stephanie helped me lose 15 pounds and I have so much more energy. then you would want to respond back, Stephanie, thank you so much for your review. It was my pleasure being your dietitian to help you with whatever they said. And that way you're not violating HIPAA, because you're not saying that you did XYZ treatment or any kind of diagnosis. You're just responding that I was so happy to be your dietitian and help you with blah, blah, blah. And so put some keywords in there. And I recommend, and again, this is in Income Accelerator also. I've spoken at length about Google reviews. I really recommend anytime that you see anybody do anything with anyone to send an email and say, hey, it would really help me out if you left a review. Here's the Google link. And if you could just say, and you we're literally prompt them on the keywords that you want them to say. You can just say that you what it was like before working with me, how you found me and decided that you wanted me as your dietitian, et cetera, et cetera. So you prompt them on what to say. And people are happy. They don't, if you just say, hey, can you leave me a review? They're like, oh yeah. But if you're like, hey, can you leave me a review so that people in your same situation can help make the decision to hire me or not. And if you decide to do that, that'd be great. Just let them know why you decided to hire me, what it was like before you worked with me, and what you feel like now.
Okay.
And then you give them some direction, and they're much more likely to do it.
Okay. Fantastic. I love that. So you guys have some strategies to work on this week. All right. So we are going to go ahead and start to wrap up. Anything, any I guess final words of wisdom from Rita that you'd like to share today?
No, just it's one step at a time. It's not something that it's not done, set and done, forget it. No. SEO is ongoing work. It is nonstop. It never stops. Just like your social media. If you stop your social media, then you'll stop getting comments. If you stop sending newsletters or email promos, you'll stop getting responses. And if you stop updating your website and updating your Google business profile, you will stop getting views and clicks and clients.
Okay. So it's not a one and done.
It is not.
Not a do it.
Ongoing.
Got it.
It's ongoing.
Like the opposite.
Throwing so much time, energy, and money at social media.
Okay.
Put it on the back burner. It has a different role today than it did 5 years ago. And 5 years from now, this is all going to be totally different. So tune in 5 years from now. We'll talk about something totally different.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. All right, guys. So one last reminder, if you'd like to dig in more, I hope you will join us for our upcoming joint webinar, Rita and I together. I'm so excited.
Our first time to ever do a joint webinar.
It is. I know, all these years working together. It's long overdue, Rita. Yes, that's all I can say. So I'm really psyched about it. And this topic is so key. And guys, just a little bit of background on my why for stepping into this territory is, in all honesty, I got to be honest, one of the biggest questions I get in the work that I do with practitioners is, hey, what's happening? I'm not getting as many inquiries as I used to. Number one concern by far. And there's a lot of reasons behind it, but this webinar is going to help you to kind of change that. We're going to change that trajectory for you so that you start getting more right fit clients reaching out to you. All right. It's just because the playing field has changed. So that is why I'm committing to this area of work with Rita. So really excited about it. So grab your seat, lesliebytel.com/AI-SEO. It's a little bit of a mouthful. So anyway, I shared the link. You can see it on your screen. And I also shared it in the comments. I think that is probably a clickable link. So go ahead and grab your seat. And I cannot wait to see you there. Thank you, Rita. Really appreciate your time today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.